heard about an old minister one time, and years ago, decades ago, and he was an old Pentecostal preacher and a man of prayer. And I heard that he was ministering in a little town in Florida, and he came up missing. They couldn't find him for hours. They couldn't find him. His name was Verbal Bean, and Verbal Bean was there preaching a revival in this little town, and he disappeared. So the people who had invited him to come to minister, they looked all over town for him. They looked everywhere. And finally, they found him down an old dirt road, sitting on the steps of an old country church. And he was just crying. He was just sobbing like a little child. And they said, Verbal, what are you doing? You have a revival to preach. Why are you way out here? And he just, with tears streaming down his face, he said, I was in prayer today. And he said, the thought hit me. I wonder if anyone has ever prayed over this little town and wept over these people. Has anyone ever wept over this little town and the souls of these people? And he just cried in agony, weeping over a little tiny town, a little village, a little nondescript, no-name town. And he's interceding and crying out to God. And the reason that I want to share this thought with you today is that God has dealt with me, because I pray so much for my children and our church people and my husband and our protection and traveling on the highway and my people, the people I love. And the Lord has really dealt with me. And he said, are you weeping over your city? Are you weeping over your nation? Are you weeping over the people that you don't consider yours? Because God said, they're mine. Weep over Nashville. Weep over New York. Weep over Sydney, Australia. Weep over the souls of the children of God, because I might not know them, but he knows them, and every person is important to God.